Hey book nerds of the internet, I'm Abs. Welcome to Confab with Abs. Today I want to talk about something that I don't really have an answer for yet, but I have a few thoughts. Okay, the topic today is what do you do if you hate a book? Like you're right in the middle of it and you don't know if you want to finish it because you kind of hate it, but like not finishing a book, that's, I don't know, I find it really hard to quit a book partway through. So I just wanted to go through a few of my thoughts on like, what do you do when you hate a book? And then you can let me know down in the comments what you do. Do you finish every book you start? Or do you ever quit? Do you ever say, this isn't worth it? Okay, so thought number one. Why did you pick up the book in the first place? Did you pick it up because you thought you'd like it? Did you pick it up because you had to read it for school? Is it a buddy read? Is it a book club read? Why did you pick it up? Because this can determine whether or not you can put it down. If it's for school, well, there are ways to get around actually reading an entire book. You can read summaries, you can skim, you don't have to read every word. You don't have to really dive into it if it's not something you really love. If you decided to choose it for yourself for fun and you don't like it, you have every right to put it down. You should read things that you enjoy. Are you reading it with a buddy or a book club group? Because sometimes you just gotta buckle down and read it. Number two is, why do you not like it? Is it the plot? Is there too much description? Is it not fast enough? Is it too fast? Is there a chase? Is it a genre you don't like? Is it the characters? You find them boring? Like, what do you not like about the book? You need to be able to verbalize what you don't like or you're not learning anything from the book. And the thing is, even with books you don't like, there's always something to learn. So you have to know why you don't like it, or else all of your time reading it was wasted. If you know why you don't like it, then you can at least still be part of the conversation. You can talk about the book and why you didn't like it, what you found lacking, what you as a reader needed and that wasn't there. Number three, I would say, is what are the consequences of not finishing? Is that friend of yours going to be really offended that you didn't finish their favorite book or you didn't finish the book you promised to read to them? Are you going to fail a test because you didn't read that book and you don't know the answers to any of the questions? You know, if you just chose to read it, why did you choose to read it? Are the consequences that you can't join that literary conversation about that book because you didn't give it the chance to actually finish it? What are the consequences of not finishing that book? So those three are just the biggest for me. Like, why did you start in the first place? What do you not like about it? And what are the consequences for not finishing it? I feel like, you know, whether it's for school or to be part of that conversation or to read it with a friend or reading it for yourself, there are a lot of things to consider before deciding to put down a book because, I don't know, I feel like that's pretty dramatic to say, I'm gonna close this, you're not worth my time, I started it, but you suck enough that I don't want to read you. Like, you have to have a pretty good reason for that. And if you really, like, don't enjoy the book and you have no reason why not to, then shoot, yeah, quit that book. But if you do want to finish a book that you are not enjoying, here are a few tips that I have so that you can try to get through it. Number one, look for a character or a storyline that you do enjoy so that you can make it through the parts of the books and the characters in the books that you don't like as much, so you can look for that plot line, that character that you do like, and it can help you drive through the rest of the book. Number two, make a schedule. If you have to read a certain number of pages or chapters a day to get through a book, do it. That helps me a lot because then it's like something physical that I can check off a list and be done with for the day, and then eventually the book is over. And my third suggestion's, it's a paradox because I think it can go either way. Either don't put it down because you might not pick it up again, or sometimes it can help to put it down, give it a little rest, and then pick it back up again and it'll be fresh. So I know that's a paradox. It depends on the book. Know yourself. Know if you put it down and you won't pick it back up, don't put it down because you know that about yourself. But sometimes it can be helpful to put down a book and come back to it. I had to do that with Dracula. I got a little bogged down by the epistolary journal-like fashion of it, but when I picked it back up, it was super refreshing. I was ready to keep going and it was really, really exciting. But that was just me. That was just something I needed to do for that book. There are other books that I just have to read, that I just have to like say, I'm gonna read this many pages this day, we're gonna finish it. So know yourself, know which side you are on, and finish that book if you're gonna finish it. And if you're not gonna finish it, don't worry about it, don't stress yourself out. You can still be a good literature geek and not finish books. I wouldn't suggest doing it all the time, but if there's a book that you want to quit it, do it. Put it down, read something you want to read. Because honestly, if you don't read the things you enjoy or the things you want to read, you're gonna get tired of reading. and that's not okay. Reading is life. So let me know what you do. Let me know if you quit books or if you don't quit books, or if you have any other suggestions for people who are trying to figure out whether or not they should finish and how they should finish. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.